You asked me that if the monster turned him into a rabbit, there's something that comes with it. If you guys want to know what is all this energy, this is calling some sort of power, like from a temple, or maybe from another world. Who knows? It could be from a emerald of sorts. That's the energies calling it, or some sort of rituals calling this child to it, and the child don't know what this or the energy that is coming out of him. And I like to give you guys a very special thing, and I want to make sure I give you the correct thing. I don't want you to give the wrong thing, but he is some sort of rabbit, but he is a rabbit to something like some sort of character that has glowing things on its feet, and it walks, and its tail is glowing blue. Uh oh, you're getting somewhere. You're hearing something about that. So it also comes from it. It's you know what? I want to tell you what happens if that happens. Now, this power that the monster turned him into, and he didn't know, he used like a random sort of power. He didn't know what he gave him. It's from a, like I said, the children was absorbed, but one of them had a power that was probably given to him that was chosen to be used. So, well, the monster used some sort of child's power. Is that hey, he's coming to this world. Let me try to stop him. So I want to give you that star. The star was meant from the monster. The monster knocked him off course, and the monster followed him behind. So it knew where he was going, and it felt like it was going to be a threat to him. So what happens? And yeah, there is a sequels. So there is a time. There is a time, and Baby Greed the Hedgehog's time. That monster wasn't there. It was there. It was chasing him. But the Kenshi knocked him off course and drew him into the planet, where the baby was sort of falling towards Sonic's planet. So that means in that time, the 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 creature was looking at the strongest one who took him Zare down. So it didn't look at Baby Greed this time. It looked at Kenshi. But since Kenshi fell and disappeared, the monster tried to hunt him down while the child was falling into Sonic's planet, leaving a strategy called "There is no star" at that sort of time warp, because Kenshi was there. But what happens if Kenshi wasn't there? Who was there? Zare wasn't there. Zare was following what he can to take all the children. So that he was taking all the children, but the children were moving away from him as fast as they could in pods. So the monster tried to gather them all up, but that gave the child enough time to escape. Guess what? He was not in back of all the childs. He was in front of them, and he was on a different sort of he was on another side, and all the children's on the other side. So the monsters there was on that side, and the child was heading to a different course. So all the children behind him also made it through. What? No. Yeah. So who are those other children? We don't know. They're probably on our world, or they're at somewhere, some different direction, or another planet. We will never know. How many children followed the leader, baby, Brave the Brave? Well, we can count. There were probably there were Cabela. There were, there was there was Star. You know Star. There was Triple. That's three, and the last Gallius went before us. So the last child is a mystery. So the final child, there was four pods. So four of them followed Brave. So they all followed us. So what happens was that since come out of them all, they were all knocked off course. But one of them got captured. Uh oh. Who was that child? We don't know. So but not captured, but was used. He used its power, and well, I can consider we don't know what happened to the child. The child was all its power was taken from it, and given to, well, a magician. The monster Zubo has a magician power. So, he can take anything from any child and use it against the other. So, what happened was it took all the powers from that child and gave it to, and used it against the enemy, smacked them across the area. As you fall into another planet, it was given to the child, him. So all that power was absorbed and given to the child. But guess what? I don't know what happened to him. He became a zoink. What's a zoink mean? His body was like, oh no, what happened to me? So that is a Mister. And it also infected Kabbalah as well. He had his hands full of energy and smacked them both, and all that energy was hitting on the ship, and it was spreading towards the ship, like a spider trying to get inside the ship and get into the child. So all that energy was going into two of them, and they were changing as they were heading towards this new planet. Whoa! So the cause of all this was Zebos that transformed them both into something different. So all that power was taken from him, and whatever happened to the child, he was lost in space, never to be seen again. So who knows? He already landed on Sonic's planet because he was knocked off course too, but he was hitting. He was like a kicking ball. So the monster just used his hands, smacked them both off course, and one of them just got absorbed and fell into the planet, like spinning into the water. So, and there was mystery. But the child was not the one they're looking for. But they found out the child was zoinked. He could not move. He's like his eyes are open, his mouth was wide open, his hands was like a washed up potato. It was like he was like clay. He was made out of clay, but he wasn't. He was turned into some sort of um I don't know, some sort of goo. It was too late for him. Probably was never gonna live. He probably did. They were trying to figure out. They were. He was more like an experiment once he was in that planet. They were trying to figure out where did it come from, how did it end up, and how did he lose all of this from him. So that future is in somewhere in that other planet. But it's how it is. But it was, and did it land on Sonic's planet? No, landed in the course of another planet next to Sonic's planet, and he took him to emergency rooms and everything. The child was sort of messed up and everything. He was not able to walk and all that. He was he was just like an ordinary child, like every baby else. So all that power was zapped out of him. Not only that, the monster also used some of his powers and tried to. What he was trying to do is weaken the child. Did it work? I don't know. It probably weakened him, but he will gain all that shrink back. But he has gained something even stronger than the monster didn't expect. That, like he said, remember what the monster said? He said, "Oh, I didn't know my power could be that sort of." Like he said in the video, he didn't know how his power would affect him, but now he knows he's a hare. So, was the creature a hare too? The child was a hare. This is where I got to tell you. Every sort of time, the child transforms into a, not this. I'm talking about the one that was in this, that came, that was heading towards a new planet. He can turn into something. So I'm gonna give you guys this. I love it. I love this is this is something special. This child is. He doesn't know what he got on him. Um, it could help him take on various challenges and break things. Um, if he turns into one of them, expect to run as fast as you can because this thing can hurt anybody. I don't know if he can control it. If you ever heard of Dragon Ball, when when um um what's his name, um Goku's son, he can control that power. I forgot his name. Well, what happens is his son at midnight when Piccolo tried to see what happened, he turned into some sort of beast and he could not stop it. He was out of control and he took it from him. So um this is what I'm gonna tell you. He can also transform into some sort of big giant rabbit that can hurt and destroy, and it shoots from his mouth. Oh no! But now that is the first course. But can this power be taken from him? Cutting off his tail, and it will grow back. Um, its rabbit tail must be cut off in order for it to be. This is not Dragon Ball. This is a new form. This is every child has different sort of powers. I told you about that, and even in Greet the Hedgehog's, even in Baby Greet the Hedgehog, I told you from the beginning. Every child that from um came from Jeffro's planet, they all had powers. They were all given him what came. Remember the crystal. Remember the blue crystal. Remember the blue crystal. Look at the comic book. Remember what his Jeffro's wife has found. She found a power that can turn a character into a powerful lethal threat. It can turn a child into a powerful source. We don't know what power it can give them. It could be a random power, and every child had that power. And did Babe with Cuddles did Cuddles get this power? No, he got the crystal of Mega Life Form from the crystal. He didn't get sort of powers from them. The crystals only that was a special crystal. He gave his father had an experiment and turned Cuddles into a Mega Life Form from the blue crystal. But the blue crystal that the other piece of the blue crystals were used to transform characters into turning characters into most powerful beings. Remember I told you about that. The babies have some different powers. They can become most powerful beings as what they call that the ultimate life form. So they were all different kind of life forms. They all had different powers, all different abilities. So remember what I told you, if they can turn into something different. They can have stronger power punches. They can even be they can be any sort of power. They can be levitations, psychics, tree powers like Bulbasaur, fire types, normal types, dark power types, light power types, any sort of powers, any element, and even transformation powers. Uh-oh. So that child that was Zorb and took in and given to the baby, now he has it. And not only that, Cabela has it too. Cabela has it. He has it, and there's another baby that has it. One more baby has it. The other one, three of them has it. Um, not Star. Star didn't have it. I think Star has a little bit of it, but the main course that was locked. And he used like a. There are three balls. He smacked three balls out of its course. There was one, two, three, and the other one was let on his elbow hit it. His other one was kicked with his feet, but he didn't do anything about it. What he did was smack the three balls, and the other ball just went out of somewhere else. The main target was three of them. Three of them has different sort of powers now. So he has the power of well, um, what do you call it? The fox is already has he has sort of a spirit power. So the fox has spirit powers like spirit fox. So and Cabela has the power of psychic powers. So it was given to her. So think, but since Eggman didn't give him the power, she was transformed into one of them. So this means she's a rabbit too, a hedgehog rabbit. Will it be the same girl? No, she is a mutant now. She was turned into a mutant. So that's gonna be hard to make her one. She's just gonna probably be another rabbit. She'll be a mutant, but she will be a pure rabbit. She's not gonna be a hedgehog. She's gonna be just like this boy here. Um so and the fox, like I said, and now we already know what their powers are. And yeah, Kabbalah could transform into something big and creepy. Um, in this one too. And the fox, he can turn into a energy source, like a spirit power character. This can he can be mostly helpful to restore his energy, restore their energies. So that is a good thing. They got very good strategy. Three of them has different powers, and they're very can be used to strengthen their abilities together. And that creature had all of those abilities, and they were given to the new children. Took him from him and given to the new children, and he became an exact zombie. The baby became a zombie, falling into a new planet. He could not move. He was just stunned. He could not think of anything. He was lost. His power was gone, and he was simply a zombie. He could not leave. The child that was all the powers was taken of him. The magician took all of that from them. So this guy This guy took all the powers and he gave it to this child and the others as well. You remember what he said? I can even go to the one so we can hear it clearly. I want you guys to hear it clearly what he said. Oops, that's the game. It's great for you guys. You guys understand this guy is bad news. He has the power to turn any creature into what he wants. He could even take all the powers and give it to another character. Whoa, that's dangerous. Yeah, it is. Very dangerous. Let me go here and show you what I'm talking about. I need to know what he said. This guy has the power to take anything. See, he didn't expect his power to turn him into because the power was took it from the children. He used it and tried to push them off course. If he didn't push them off course, he would he would have entered Sonic's planet, but he did that. He was the one who caused the meteor, but it was really his hands from the rocks. He just punched him out of his hand. But how was he there? How did they? He was. Did they see him? No. He was. He's a magician. He can be power and darkness. So he was in the stars in the darkness. He was following them. But Zer was on their trail. But Zer wasn't there. He was on the other side. The minion was following this child, those children. Zer was on this side, and Zubo's was on the other side, where Baby Grace headed course and knew the monster knew and sensed this was not a good idea to let him go to that planet, so he pushed him off course and they lost contact with that planet. They lost him. They saw something coming to their planet, but they knew and like I said, the cow knew something was coming, but it went a different direction. So she looked at it heading towards a different direction, and she seen some sort of warp hole, and it went through it, and she realized something pushed it off course. Now she's trying to hunt it down. Where did it go? That was him. How did he get and how we find him? She got word and told everyone on the earth we got to find him, and they went into space searching for him. What about Sonic and Tails and the rest of them? They were on there doing missions with Eggman, but Eggman also heard it. With a mysterious children, a child named Gallius was knocked off course as well. So he was how did Gallius well, what about Gallius? Did he get knocked? Yeah, he did. He was ahead of them all, and the monster knew where he was going, so he knocked him off course directly. And he realized, let me send him to this planet, and I'll finish him off there, or I can live in peace, and I can try this to dishonor the boss there and tell him I will handle the rest of them. You handle the I'll handle these ones on this planet. I'll deal with them and destroy them all on the planet. So that's what he did. And the monster believed him. So, and he said, if I ever return, I'll let you know. And the monster agreed. He gave him full authorities. Whenever he's ready to return, if anything happens, I would know. And the monster knew, I hope you do fine trying to wipe out the planet's race and take over. And that he let him have that planet. He let them. But he let the monster have this planet. So why is he here? He's preventing Zare from coming here. So yeah, Zeru's not gonna come here until he's dead. That's the only way he will come. So where is he now? Well, I can consider he's on another planet underneath the world sleeping for all eternity. But what's gonna make him come to their planet? The trouble when the monster is killed, then he will be able to leave. Well, the planet was to be destroyed, and he'll be teleported. He'll be sent to another planet, sleeping, falling to another planet called their planet. How can he get to another planet? That is mysterious. If he's sleeping on another planet from the sword, well, yeah, the sword put him to sleep, but Kenji drew the sword. It was another, but it was different. It was a different curse. If he managed to shake it off, he will be able to leave the planet, and that's how he can do it. So, what's gonna make him come to the planet? It will be the signal from the master itself, and he will come. Well, maybe he will teleport him there. He's a magician. He has the powers to teleport. So, oh, but he has a powerful teleportation power. So yeah, it is very awesome. So but now comes the nuts and butter. What does this character have? Um, um, oh, okay. So what does he have? Um, I know. Remember, he had the power to transform into Sonic's world. He was able to open up a dark hole of creatures from another dimension and turn them against them. But that power was not given to him. That power was given to him by Zaire. Zaire gave him that power. Zaire gave him the power to open up a demon world. Whoa! So Zaire did that to him. Remember, I told you when these monsters tried to weaken him, or try to slow him down, or try to turn the powers against him. So that's what they did. But this was not Zaire this time. It was now Zebos. But Zebos had chose the power from a child. He chose and took it from that. It was not an evil power. It was another child's power. So, well, lucky him. So, what kind of power does this child have? Let me go find it. So the power is like this. Unlock the spirit, the power here, but it's chakra. He has the power of chakra. Um, um, it is the powers that he's got is probably from this game, but it's more like this. This is what the child has, but it's more than that. Since it's an animal, it has this sort of power. Is in what? Yes, the baby has this sort of energy. It's called chakra. But it's not only that, it's combined together with this sort of power. So you wonder where all that energy is coming from? If you realize the feet that's glowing, if you could, are you guys getting it now? You wonder where it's not, I'm just telling you what it is, what the monsters did to him. But it's combined together with something. All right, see the blue color, um, the blue color, but it's sort of a different power. So he is probably one of these creatures, but it's not a fox. He's more like the energy from the creature. Something probably dark or light. It's probably light. Probably this would be his power. He probably look like this, but it will be more in a white sort of circle. or some sort of energy. It's more like this energy here. So he forms great power that's coming from him. It could be sort of energy or source or some sort of great and powerful thing that is probably his eyes will change and everything. This is called transformation. He will not turn into one of them. He would just be, his tail would probably expand bigger. and um but I can consider this will probably be him. He'll be just a rabbit, but an energy source with a spare and all that. So now you know he is more like a, but he's cute. It's just it's in him now. He probably has a marking now on his stomach. Who knows? We got a marking of a symbol from the creature. He doesn't know it's there. It's somewhere. It's invisible, but I'm sorry. This is my wrong one. Sorry. That's I'm working on them. I'm working on it. Working on the animation. Um, let me get back to YouTube. It's my music. So working on this is not it. Yeah. So it's great to give you the news that. So now you know it's, but it's combined together. It's combined together, formed to a with something that can turn into something big and form together. He could turn into a giant creature that's big and giant size, a big giant rabbit, and it's looking to tear people apart. Um, it growls. It's got teeth. It's got creepy looking eyes. It's a big giant beast that's with a big giant bunny tail. They can destroy. They can crumble a planet if if I can consider if you see what um let's just say if you see um Goku's son can smash things into pieces and try to hurt people when he transforms into something big, a big giant ape, and Terry try to take down Vegeta and crush him like crazy, or Vegeta's turned into an ape and trying to crush Goku. That's what it can do too. It can destroy a building with its bare hands, like tear it to pieces. It just hits it one time and it just explodes. It breaks. The thing is big. It can crush you. It's very giant size. And what can make him turn into that? Um, the thing is, he has not seen it. We're not talking about Dragon Ball. It's some sort of star, but it has appeared and he thought it was, well, the moon made him transform into one of those, but it wasn't that. It's some sort of other power source. Um, the planet doesn't come usually, but when he gets angry, he will transform into one. It's more like Incredible Hulk. You get him angry, he will turn into that. But it's not that sort of way. He's never gotten angry, and he's never been shaped by a dark, beautiful red star. Um, I can tell you what will make him turn into one. It's when it never happens. Now anger can turn him into one, and a moon that turns red will definitely turn him into one. So its full potential when he goes into full power would be the red moon, and when his anger he goes into 50% would be his anger, but it can increase to 100% when he gets even more angry, and it can drive even harder. He can go into 200% from his anger, and not only that, if the moon of the red moon turns him to 100% and his anger goes in, he will go into 1,000%. It can go up to 500 to 1,000 at maximum. That is terrible. He can break this. He can probably make a crater of holes into the planet if that's 1,000%, and he can blow it up. and destroy everyone on the Earth. What happens to him? He floats in space. But that power has never been seen. I don't know how he probably won't be able to reach that number, and thank goodness that won't happen. So that's one thing that might take the creature down. Might take Zeepos down. There's also hyperform and other forms like that, but if it's combined together, Zeepos might die if he kills him. If that happens, then Zare will come. So this is the power what he didn't know he gave him. He thought he was going to slow him down, but he estimated made a big mistake. He actually cursed the child and he cursed himself to make it even a stronger child. Oh boy. And the rest of them that got hit by him. He played ball with his baseball bat and smacked the three balls into another planet. That's how he played. He played ball with his magics, and his magic power just drew them really far away from that planet that he was heading to. But you can still see it. It's a little dot, but like you said, it's a little dot. That's how far we set from the story. So, guys, now you know what he is. But will he turn into one of those? We don't know. It's a mysterious. In this game, I don't know if we'll ever see it. Maybe in a episode you probably would. Um, Designing it won't be that hard, but probably episode you will see it. That's all I can say. Making a giant beast won't be that hard. It will not be that hard. If you ever heard of the Lord of the Rings Bellion or some sort of beast, that's probably how terrible it will be. The Lord of the Rings, and you seen that big giant bells, or what they call it, big giant with his sword and his giant teeth and his wings that and he's burning with fire. You know what I'm talking about? That big giant guy. That's how big he would be. Woo! But turning into a transformation into one of them would be difficult to get him to turn into one of those. Someone has to get him very angry to turn him into one. And if that ever happens, run for your life. Run for your life. Like I said, the only way to stop him from or to turn him back, you got to cut off his bunny tail. That's the only way it will go away. But what happens if he cuts his bunny tail off? It will grow back. Even if he's fully grown, it will grow back because bunny tails grow back easy. For monkey tails, I don't think so, but rabbit tails are easy to grow back. So expect that. When will his bunny tail grow back if it was cut off? I consider it probably take probably 3 months or four before it starts expanding from his back and growing right back up. You probably see a little white coming out of his back and he's growing back. So yeah, it'd probably take 3 months before his tail is fully grown back. Or maybe 5 months. Whatever the cost of the number, for I maximum is 5 months. So I can consider 3 months to 5 months. That's a long time, but it will grow back. However young or old he is, even if he's an old animal, an old geezer, it will grow back. Anyway, I consider from young age it grows back in three. For young age, probably grow back in 2 months. From teenager age, still 2 months. From adult age, 3 months to well, his teenager age would probably be 3 months. His adult age would probably be 3 to 5 months. From old age, it's maximum 5 months. So there will be no three. It'll be maximum five. All right, people. So now you know. Like I said, I'm not going Dragon Ball because I already wrote this from another creature. Um, I already wrote this in Google, and they closed down that company. And but the story was still there. I wrote all of that. It says it there. And yes, since we're in the Zoopla, I changed it around a little bit to make it more fun and enjoyment. And that's what I did. And I'm confirming to all of you Yes, I'm going to confirm it to all of you. So that way you would know what he could become. Yes, he has chakra energy, spirit energy. Yes, he could transform into a spirit animal. He could transform, not a spirit animal, but a giant beast that shoots things from his mouth. Mm-hmm. And it can hurt you. Yes, his tail can be cut off. You can cut off his tail from him staying in that form. Can he change back? Well, when his anger calms down and he slowly changed back. Yeah, but I don't know how long that'll take. It's best to cut off his tail so he'll change back. Will that cause his powers to go away? No. It'll cause him from not transforming. He will still have all the powers, but it'll be disabled. His transformation would be disabled, even if it's trying to let him transform. It'll glow every time he will glow trying to transform, but he can't work until his tail grows back. So when it's fully grown back, it will change back. All right, people. Guess um I guess I gave you this. So yes, he can turn into these kind of energy creatures, but one of them would be the one that he becomes. It probably could be this one, but especially it's probably this one. Yes, it uses energy. Yes, he has chocolate energy. He has spirit energy. He has energy. Yes, but it's not this. We're not going this. I just found this. That's all. But it's not my idea. It's that their idea. My idea is what I said before in my books. I'm taking my books. I'm still taking my books, but I'm changing a little bit around. But it won't be the same. It'll be like now. What was the other energy? It was an evil form. It was more like the dark evil form. Um, I wanted to keep that one a secret, and I'm going to still keep that a secret. I know what it is. The energy is. It's a dark being that holds great dark energy, and it can open up gateways to creatures that comes to their world. It only uses its anger to open the doorway. He can actually go to the other. He can look at this. He can look through the. He can look at forward, and he sticks his hand out and puts his both hands, and he opens up a gateway of a portal, and he opens the door, and he hear those creatures screaming and crawling, trying to get out. You see their hands coming right out, and the creature and whoever opens the if the creature if he opens the gateway to the creatures, they will be ordered for him to he will order them to destroy them, and they will go out and destroy them. And when he closes the gateway, they all return back. That's an incredible power between. So there is good and there is bad powers. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. So now I'm taking this side instead of the dark evil side. So that's what is in Sonic's world, and he still has that kingdom's there. So now we're taking this from Zubo's that he took him from a child and gave it to him. So this is what his powers will look like. Isn't that awesome? And also, yes, um, Triple. I'm talking about Triple would be a spirit creature. Would be a full sledge spirit fox, and he only has he has three tails. He will sprout out with the last nine tails and transform into a spirit animal, an energy source that will help the child expand his power to continue to stay in forms that he can't stay in forms at all. But that form, that spirit, and that's why the spirit. So he would be a energy plus. So without Triple, we can't stay in forms. So Triple has not gotten there with his spirit powers, and he doesn't know it. So when the ritual comes and he becomes one with like I said, there will be a ritual. It's still gonna happen. Even if it was not happening in Sonic, it will happen on this world. Meaning, if he goes to this world and he goes to another, he will there'll be instead of um, like I said, he can collect other emeralds from other worlds if he wanted to. But what happens if he leaves the world? Well, they will combine together to form a stronger emerald. So it'll be just the same, but it'll be an extra emerald on the top of it. This means if the master, if if Brave goes to Sonic's world and gets a ritual again, the emeralds that are in him, the crystal emeralds, will be one with the chaos emeralds, expanding their energy even further. But how long can that last? If we don't know. It'll probably be disabled if he left the world. We don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work, but it'll probably be more than one of them in him. But they, but he won't be using them. He'll probably use the Chaos Emeralds instead because they are the more power that's compared to that. It'll be using this and using that. He'll have two abilities instead of one. He can transform into two abilities. He can turn into this or he can turn into that. It'll be two screens that he says, do you want to be supersonic? I mean super baby greed, I mean super brave, or you want to be the other one. It'll pop up and say which one you want to turn into. And if you click that one, you turn into that one. You can't choose two. You can only choose one form. If you choose that form, you go to that. If you choose the other form, you can do that. That means Sonic will be something different. Awesome, huh? Right? So, hmm, what luck, what fun. So, I think that's it for now. I hope everyone enjoyed what I told you about. I guess I'll see you next time. I'm gonna start go working on the game and try to change his appearance. I'm gonna change his appearance to the one on the picture on the video. I'm gonna try to change his appearance to. I think about it's cute to well, it would look cute for him to be this. This is probably what he's gonna be, but I have a choice to make. Once I choose that choice, it can't be changed unless I do a custom set. But I like this one. I know what he's wearing. I know exactly what he's wearing. He's wearing a onesie. It's one of those things that's like this. Let's see. Um, so this he's wearing one of these. I want to see this. He's wearing one of these, but it's the boy. It's a white kind. It's kind of cute. Yeah, you can go further look for it. Make it easier for us to find one. He's probably wearing one of these, but it's pure white. It's not blue and all that. It's white. It is. Um, he's not wearing one of these. That's probably what he's wearing, but it doesn't have words on it. He's wearing one of these. He's wearing one of these here. So he's wearing a wrap skin. So this is probably what he's wearing. If you look at the video, he's not this one. Yeah, he's wearing one of these. If you look closely, go further down, you can see it. It's over between his legs. Press play. There it is. You see it? He's wearing one of these. I know what he's wearing. He's cute. He's wearing one of these. So great job, great job. So I was thinking about too, but yeah, I can see it. It's not legged out. It's the round thing. So where's his buttons would be underneath the blanket. So he has those buttons just connected to his thing where you take it off and try to change his diaper. So that's probably what he was in. He probably had this throughout the game. He was probably changed. His clothes was changed. They changed his clothes around, and they took care of him. They're taking care of him. He's in nursery. He's wearing these onesie clothes, is wrapper what they call that, and they change his diaper every since he's a newborn. They change it exactly like a newborn's number. So um he's probably one or they probably think he's 12 months. We don't know. It's a mystery. We don't know how old he is. All we know, if he's this small, then he's probably 12 months. And if he's crawling on his 2 feet, then he's probably not. That's the mystery. We don't know. Um, So if that means Cabela's probably 11 months and she has not reached the Earth yet. She's probably on the Earth. We don't know where she at. She's probably there still. She's probably somewhere inside, also a nursery. She's probably in there with him. We don't know. It's a mystery. Maybe she's right there and we don't know. Um, who? Like I said, she's somewhere out there, being taken care of as well. And she's probably using her psychic abilities to push people around. She's playing with her powers. Yeah, and Triple, oh boy, Triple the Fox. He's probably with the in some sort of another nursery that's being, or in some sort of tribe or something, or I don't know. He ended up somewhere alone, just wandering through the forest grass. He's probably somewhere, being taken care of by Fox family. And for Galias, he's being taken care of by these two animals are very different. So they people has never seen them before. Um, Probably they're in the animal family, somewhere around the human animal world. So where we at, we're in the human world. So there is, it's a mix up. The fox and that have their own tribe and that um rule the dog. It's we don't know where they are. Mysterious. Right now, we know where he is. We're playing as him. Um, but the game is awesome. I can't believe it made that. But he is a spirit rabbit. Um, Triple's also one, but he requires to use energy. He requires energy. So he's a chocolate walking character. So expect blue powers and all that. Yeah, that's the energy flowing from him and calling. Temples are calling him to come. The temples are calling him to go to them, and one of them is calling him to be one with something. So the guardian that's protecting them or something. Um, we're saying what I'm saying is this is calling him. It's calling him. This is what's calling Brave the baby bunny. It's telling him to come to me. Come to me. I need you to come here. So how would we be able to get there? Probably another video. I'll probably make a video of these, and it will show you a video how it created a ritual, and it went inside the body, created new ones, and I probably had to make extra. I'll probably make small ones here around the circle. But yeah, we're not, like I said, we're not going Dragon Ball. This is a new game. This is a new game. All right, so that's it. I never heard of Dragon Ball. I have heard of Dragon Ball, but I don't like too much of the fight. They just fight, fight, fight. I don't like that. We're looking for adventures. We're looking for high speed action, all mixed together. So to make it fun for everybody, and it's a kids game. So Dragon Ball's not like kids game. It's more like for the teenagers and all that. Um, I'm not making a teenager game, so I'm not. I'm making a child's game. So expect that. If you don't like, probably for kids can handle the scary things. It helps them be brave against their nightmares and all that. That will help them fight off their nightmares. So I think that's it. I think I gave you all the information what happened. So right now I'm gonna go back to the project. I didn't want to do live stream because it'll I'll be doing a lot of stuff if I did. So I guess I'll see you next time. I'm gonna try to work on the game. And right now I'm gonna go do and replace his animations. I did lower down the storage. Let me hold it. So yeah, I did lower down the storage. But click here. This is the game. It's 215. I have plenty. So Right now, I can build the worlds and stages now. It's enough to make at least probably 3 stages for everyone. I could probably add a special stage too. So I can't make another video. I can try to lower down the video revolutions still. I found this new thing that can this right here that can drop the quality towards the video. The quality will still be the same. It's just going to reduce the size so that way everyone can. The size will still be. It wasn't like that before. I guess the size went up. I guess the size gotten a little bigger. We can try to shrink the size if I wanted to, but yeah, I shrunk a lot of videos so that way the game will have enough, so the game can be even bigger. The videos are very touching. It's very long, so this will make you guys watch a video and all that, so you guys can enjoy the story and all that, how it all happened. I guess this is how it would happen. So, making a video how he landed on the world, that's another. I had to make that another. Will it be in 2D? Yes, it could be in this game too, but that's gonna be a bigger game to see him be. It's I don't know how it would work. I could make a story how it all happened, how he ended up on that planet, how he ended up in being pushed away from the other planet and all that. And you see, oh man, he's gone. Then it shows he's spinning around and there's a little tiny dot and it's going in circles and all that. Um, yeah, it can be done. It can be done. It can be done. I can do it. I can make a video that where Jeffro got the child safely, but the monster saw him coming towards the planet, smacked him off course. It was actually just a star, but it was him who caused it, and it's crazy. It's a good game. You like it. So I think that's it, people. I gave you the information you need, so now you will be able to know and be scared what would happen if he was outside where a red moon started. I would consider probably the Mars of a star or something like that. If he's seen it, he will turn into one. So the monster gave him some sort of ability that came from all that child. He had a walking power source. And he was a perfect subject testing. He tested that he was a perfect subject. And the magicians actually took all of it from him and gave it to the three children that was and knocked them both off course. Just he was the monster was just trying to weaken them, but they didn't know what power was that in that child. There were so many children that the monster gathered up and turned them. And he took all of their abilities, and one of the children's was probably a human animal, and they were transformed into multiple different kind of animal. So, oh boy, so it still happened. So that child has the human rabbit form. So this means he is a walking rabbit spirit spirit buddy. So I think that's gonna be fun. So since so if it was Baby Great the Hedgehog, he would be more like a demon spirit source. Well, energy source. So since it's not the energy source, it's the spirit energy source now. So there's energy source from Babe Ruth's time, and this is spirit energy source from our time, from Rule the Dog's time. So that's why it's blue. Instead of Babe glowing with dark forms, dark energy that's been hidden, it's always hiding from the world. He doesn't release the dark evil. He doesn't release the darkness form. That'll only happen if he was with Scourge. His evil form will appear and start glowing red. That means he's starting to release some dark energy, some dark evil energy source. It's not evil, it's just his power is becoming sort of that. It's not meant to be used for that. It is meant to prevent things from hurting him. So that's what the form was. So now, since this is not evil, power. This is spirit chakra energy power source now. So now, but the thing is, in Baby Great's time, there was a light power to prevent it, the evil from attacking him. So there was light and dark. So this means the light sides was shining the evil side away, scaring the evil away from him. That was his dark. That was his dark energy power, and his light powers was the one was protecting him. But sometimes, if things go wrong, the light power will fade away, and then the evil will come and start taking his. Then he will start becoming meaner and want to destroy everybody. Whoa! So, what was preventing Baby Grief from from using the dark energy evil powers? It was the light powers. The light powers was preventing Baby Greed from using the dark energy power, dark evil energy power. So that's why you have never seen it. So if it did happen, run for your life. Run as fast as you can. This thing is out for blood. Baby Greed the Hedgehog will hurt you. He will tear you limb from limb. He will take you down unless you try to calm him down. The only way you make him calm him down if he starts crying and says he's sorry. And then he would change back and that'll be it. What will he be? Sort of like what I said on Lord of the Rings. That's probably what he'll look like. Well, boy, teeth have changed. His teeth grown with gruel or slime, and oh boy, it will be terrible. And like I said, his diaper will tear apart, and his teeth will come out. He would have bat wings. He'll look like a with horns and red eyes and teeth that you imagine that you want to stay away from. It would be terrible. I say he will break your limb. He'll destroy the world if you don't control him. But that is in Baby Greed's time. But it's never been seen in Sonic's game. It has never been seen. If it does, it would be fun to play as him. Even more fun. But this, since you're not that, we're this now. We're a different form. But like I said, will he ever get his wings? I'm working on that. I'm gonna have to make another character that has wings. That'll be him. He's supposed to have wings when he gets to the light temple. It's the light temples on this planet. We have to reach it. And we have to go in there, pass the stage, and try to talk to this person. And we go inside the water. It forms us, and then we grow our wings. It hurts for a while. We fall down to the ground. We get knocked out. The screen turns black. We wake up. We're back in another scene video. It shows that now we got wings. We're back in a nursery house this time, and this time we're with wings. And Rule the dog says, "This is I'm not leaving him now." And her sister is just terrible on the phone, telling him bad things. And he's supposed to be the leader. He's not supposed to let her sister push him around like that. But yeah, the next scene, he gets tough and starts to say, "Be quiet. You don't order me to do all this stuff. I am the leader. If you don't want to go with this, then I could leave you behind in your own nursery house." When their sister said, "What? How dare you? How dare you? You let this child be in a hurting place that he's trying to hunt me down, and I got to put him back here. So be it. I'll figure out how to take care of him. You told me everything how to take care of him. What I'll do is take care of myself without your filthy mouth just being a pushover. You have a problem, sister, and you need to get your act together. I love this babe was rabbit, and I'm gonna call him my partner. What kind of partner? My child. I will take care of him, and he's gonna be my little buddy." Same thing like Sonic. So at that point of time, he'll call Brave his little buddy. So it's always been that way. He always called it first thing in hand. He looked at him as a little buddy. So, but that little buddy's not ordinary. He's supposed to be the leader too. Brave at the end of the point when he gets a little older, he will start leading, but it'll be Rule the dog. They'll both work together as teams, but the leader is Rule the dog right now. But eventually, some things can change. But anyway, um, that is very very awesome. That Rule the dog at the end of another video, he decides to to do the right thing and push her sister back from his corner. Right now, he is being soft Rule the dog's not to be soft. He's supposed to be here. He's supposed to be the strong one. He's supposed to be the one who's supposed to lead the team. If if he sees that he's slowing him down, it doesn't hurt him. He will try to teach him to go faster with him. And that's what he's been doing. And Ray was doing exactly like he always do as original. He's doing fast things. You seen him in the game. He was running very fast. He was doing great. So why would they want to throw him away? He's running fast. He's destroying robots. He's doing good in the game. I say, oh, he's a good character. All right, people. I think that's it. I think I'll see you guys next time.